Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing, it's an honor to be out here in nature and greeting you and bringing this message of emancipation to you. A message that will set you free. A message that will teach you of your true identity. A message that will teach you of your divinity. And a message that will teach you of your true spirituality and let you know who you are, why you're here, where you come from, and where you are going. That's the reason why I choose to speak to you concerning how we came here. Because many people ask me that question of how did we got here and who created us. And the reason why many people ask that question, it is because the way how they were taught. We were taught that everything in this world was created, and it was created by a God outside of ourselves, and it is created and was created by a God who is greater than us, because many of us believe that this body or this outer shell or this house or this tabernacle or temple, we tend to hold on to it as if this is our identity or this is who we are, when this is just the outer expression of who we are. Now, the very first thing you have to know that everything is vibration, frequency, and energy, and that everything, it was first a thought, it was first imagined, and that God is our own human imagination, which is the creator in man. So basically, we are eternal beings having a human experience. So basically, we are God in flesh. Now, God is not a man in the sky, but God is a power. God is a frequency. And that frequency, that power that refer to as God, is in the form of electricity. It's an electrical power and a magnetic power. And there's an electrical and magnetic field. Okay? And we all are connected to that electrical and magnetic field. And I'm speaking from experience. So let me share a little experience with you before I go any further. Hadn't it been that I would have awakened within myself as a fiery being and ascended and came out of my skull, having heard the unearthly wind also, and became one with the very wind that I'm feeling that is blowing on me right now, and became invisible. Hadn't it been for that, I would not have known that I was invisible. I would not have known that I am eternal. I would not have known that I am God in flesh. And I would never, ever deny my God self or divorce myself from God. Now, you have to learn that when we came here in amnesia. We forget who we are. So in order to have this human experience, we had to forget who we are. That is why many of us are asking the question how we came here. And that is why many of us believe in the creation story as literal, when it is only teaching us how everything comes from eternity into time, or how things comes from spirit into matter. So when you read in Genesis that say that the earth was without form and void, it's teaching you that when you have a thought, your thought is without form and it is void. Okay? And then, as you believe and put action to that which you believe, then you come the manifestation or the creation. Now, every one of us, we are thought evolved being. We came from a thought, which means we came from a certain frequency of vibration and energy. Because our mother and our father, before they could have had sex, it was first a thought. And when they had sex, they were taking a thought and bring it into manifestation. So that's how we come into this world. So it is God descending into generation and must ascend back into regeneration. So God is not a man in the sky. It's a power. The very life that is inside of me is a power. When I speak, you can't see the words, but you can hear and you can feel, because they are vibratory, just vibration, frequency, energy. If you understand that the television is a frequency, energy, vibration. If you understand the radio and the frequency, then you should be able to understand your body, because they are all a replica of you, because they came out of you. So everything that is around us is to teach us of who we are and why we are here and where we came from. That's why the Bible tells you in St. John chapter 3 that it's only those who descend can ascend. So my brother and my sisters, religion was put in place for you not to discover your God self, because when you discover your God self, you come to realize that you do not need religion, that you do not need politicians, that you do not need higher education. What you need is your intuition. What you need is to use your imagination, because imagination creates reality, because God is your own human imagination, which means God have given you the greatest gift, and the greatest gift that God can give you is himself, and that is life, because life is God and God is life. You cannot separate God from life or life from God. Life cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed, because life is energy and energy is life. It is as simple as that. So, when you think about creation, you have to think about something being made out of nothing. What is that nothingness? Or is our thought? When you have a thought, you can't see your thought, you can't taste your thought, you can't touch your thought, you can't smell your thought. It is invisible. So everything you see is the invisible be made visible, and it was first a thought, and from that thought you put action. So everything is thought, action, and manifestation. That is why you can change your reality to how you want it. By doing what? Using affirmation, using thoughts, action, and then you get the manifestation. You do not have to worry about the manifestation of how it's going to come or when it's going to come. Your thing is you to use affirmation to affirm that which you want to create, because you understand that you are the creator. And when you affirm that which you want to create, then you wait on the leading that will tell you what kind of action to put out. Then you act. The reason why people can drive an automobile, it is because of thoughts and action. Then comes the manifestation. The reason why you're using money, it is because of thoughts, action, and there comes the manifestation. Everything that you have and depend upon for this life, it was thought, action, and now manifestation. So my brother and my sisters, claim your God self. Believe in your God self, and learn to understand that you are God. And when you understand that you are God in flesh, believe it, affirm it, and a day gonna come when you will experience it. And when you have that experience, you would be fearless. You would not be afraid of death, and you'll be able to say, "Oh death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Because we were sent here to learn to overcome death, to overcome fear, to know that we are God in flesh. But memory must return. How does memory return? When the I in you awakes, when the I in you wake up, you will change from mortal to immortality. That's what it's telling you about. Is when you wake up, you will come to know who you are. You will discover yourself. And then you will be able to tell about the creation story. And tell the masses that you are the true Melchizedek. Without no beginning and no end. Without no mother, no father. No ending of days, no beginning of days. Because you are energy. And energy cannot be destroyed or created. Because you come back to your true identity, knowing who you are. You come back to memory. That's the reason why we're born with certain faculties, like our will, and our perception, and our memory, and our imagination, and our reasoning. That's why you have to reason with yourself. And that's why you have to practice meditation each and every day. You have to get within, because everything that is happening to you right now is happening from within. So this whole world, it's all an illusion. But many people believe it's real. The only thing that is real is the very life in you that is real. That is why you can exist in another place. Because that which is in you is real. That is why you can actually come out of this body. Go beyond even your brain. Because your brain is just like a conduit. That the life is using a frequency to broadcast certain things to us. So you can go beyond your brain. That's the reason why the Bible tells you that there were tongues of cloven fire above the head. We're talking about. Fire is talking about light. Light is talking about what? Life. Telling you your life can go beyond your head. Beyond this head here. Beyond your rational thinking. But you have to get out of the 10% thinking. That's why I talk about your tithes. I just put up a video just recently concerning the tithes. You have to surrender and submit that 10% thinking that was taught to you by your parents and your teachers and your pastors and so on. Give it up. So you could operate with the other 90 in oneness. Changing from a left brain thinker to be a right brain thinker. Coming from a believer to a seeker. One who knows through experience. And not by theory. So my brother and my sister, that's my encouragement to you. To go within yourself. Practice meditation. Practice affirmation. Affirm that which you would like to see in your life. And experience a life of prosperity. A life that is stress-free. A life that you don't have to be worrying and fretting. A life where you don't follow after money, but money follow after you. A life where you will discover your creativity. A life where you will discover your true divinity. A life where you would know that you can be whatever you want to be. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So my brother and my sisters, what is keeping you back from thinking like God and acting like God? If you so much believe in the Bible that you're reading, and you so much believe in God, it is said, if you believe in God, believe also in me. And he said, be still and know that I am God. Get into the stillness. Get into meditation. And get to know or discover your higher self. So that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, I'm encouraging you to subscribe or to like or to comment or share this message if you think it is worthy to share and spread all around the world to help to enlighten and uplift others if it is uplifting to you also. Now, as usual, I always give you the sign of enlightenment. But before I do that, I want to remind you to always check out my description. So just check the link below. Okay, the sign of enlightenment is the single eye, and this message is the single eye message of self-realization, which Matthew 6:22 teach you that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I've experienced this single eye when I awake within myself, and I've come to tell you that when that takes place in your life, you come to realize that it is the rising of the sun in a son, and it is the dawning of a new day in your life, and you have the experience of an awakened imagination, and that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made, and without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. So they parallel each other. And we are the people of the sun. Therefore, my brother and my sisters, I'm encouraging you to use your mind power to achieve your every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.